I'm Sarah Starr, and this is your space weather forecast for the day. Today, there's a really big shift in energy. Our moon is shifting out of Gemini and into Cancer later in the evening. So the mental plane and your intuition is kind of going to be heightened today, but it's working together to reveal a lot more insight. And that is going to help navigate the days ahead. We also have Mars and Neptune, and they are going to enhance our creative energy. And today is a great day for problem-solving solution. This is going to provide us with a new sense of inspiration, with a new sense of excitement for those new beginnings. However, at the moment, we are not going to be able to tackle those issues. But you're going to figure out how to resolve them, and it's going to help you feel a lot more free. So drop a comment and let me know if that's how your day is going. But let's take a look at the solar weather because it's definitely ramping up today. Let's take a look at the Schumann first. So we are still in this integration mode, and like I've been showing you, our frequency of the Earth has been a lot higher because currently we are at an 8.21, so it is still rising every single day. It has been pretty high, which means you are going to be affected by it. Now we have region 3559 that I've been showing for the past week, and it has went into beta and gamma range. The complexity is a lot higher. It went up in size, and it produced an M.5 flare, sent us into an R1 radio blackout. Now here's a look at the region close up. Yet again, like I said, beta and gamma range around 300 in size, the number of sunspots around 28 today. But we have a 10% proton level, and that's putting us into the solar radiation storm, which we are about to reach that threshold. We have a 10% chance of having an X-class flare still from this region, 50% for an M-class, which we already did reach that today, and a 95% chance of lots of C-class flares. And you can see this region literally lighting up. Almost the whole entire solar activity is revolving around 3559. Here's that M-class flare that we had today, and it is sending us into an R1 radio blackout and almost a solar radiation storm. And this is where that absorption lies. So it is going to continuously pulse throughout the day, affecting some minor communications. So it will, like I said, continue pulsing and moving. But this right here and above me in this yellow, that is our solar radiation, and from the proton levels that M-class flare, specifically from region 3559, produced. So that's why our proton level is going up, which you can see in this graph. We are almost at the threshold for our proton levels. You can see it is dipping down, but if we get more flares, especially from that region, because we have a higher proton level, this will definitely rise and we will hit those S1 solar radiation storm levels. So this is where that region is located on the sun. Yet again, the largest region that we have, definitely the most active, but we have a number of sunspot regions. Most of them are stable. A little bit of growth in some areas, like 3561 had some spot development and a little bit of growth, but yet again, most of these are stable. 45% chance from at least 2 regions to have some C-class flares, but very low percentage for an M-class or an X-class. This is the main player. This is what we're focusing on. And yet again, this is where 3559 is located. We have another potential coronal hole that is forming up here, and we also have this one that has stayed in place, so it is coming more Earth-directed, Earth-facing, and right again, directly below the most active region that we have. And what that means is that our solar wind will raise when we have more ejections from those specifically active regions. And that coronal hole is basically a very large magnetic pole, and it's going to push a lot of things out, and it will increase our solar winds. However, we are at KP2 levels today. We are expected to reach our KP6 levels into G1 and G2 geomagnetic storms, so that's minor to moderate. So our solar winds are pretty nominal right now. We're around 461 kilometers per second. Yesterday we averaged around 400, I believe, but this is going to have a enhancement, the 22nd, which is today, and the 23rd from the CME that erupted on the 20th. However, we are going to have a waning influence around the 24th. But with this newer M-class flare, it looks like we're going to have a bit of an increase in our solar winds coming up. Now, the density, yet again, very low. We're not going to get too much density from these CMEs. There wasn't too much. But don't worry, because we have more forming. We have had 2 CMEs today, a larger one, very powerful. However, the velocity, not that large. The velocity of this CME is around 500 kilometers per second, so it might take a little bit of time for this one to reach us, maybe around the 26th. And we also have another one. This is a full halo CME. The model analysis is still ongoing to see if there are any Earth-directed components. But the velocity on this one was around 1,000 kilometers per second. So this one was a really large burst. Yet again, the data is being analyzed right now to see if there are any Earth-directed components, and our coronal hole is going to play a big part in pushing these into our atmosphere. And this is around the 26th and the 28th. This is that CME that I just showed you. It looks like it is going to graze us because we have a little bit of velocity and density happening right here, but it is going to have an Earth-directed component with this, and we will see a rise in our solar winds around the 26th. But this is what we are going to get today. So it's not much density. Density is not going to be high today. However, the velocity is going to increase. Like I said, it's going to be more of a weak enhancement. And here is our geomagnetic storm forecast. Today, we are going to reach these G2 levels today and tomorrow. So KP5, KP6 levels into a G2 geomagnetic storm, which is moderate. So there will be auroras that will be seen mostly in a high latitude situation. However, if you are in those high latitudes, you will be able to see some beautiful colors. So can you feel the energies incoming now? Solar radiation is really going to play a toll on your body. It is going to produce this feeling of like dry, itchy skin, itchy scalp and things like that. Your body is going to hurt, mainly the lower back. But yet again, all of these energies play a really large part in how you feel physically and how you feel mentally and spiritually. But if you are interested in knowing what these ascension symptoms are, or you're curious to see if maybe yours match up, I have a video on my page just for you. So let me know in the comments how you're feeling today. Love ya.